Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve a thermodynamic problem on steam. We have steam at 400 degrees centigrade. We compress it from 1 megapascal to 5 megapascal. The temperature stays the same, only the pressure changes. Now here is an interesting question. When you compress steam like this, does entropy go up or down? Does the process happen on its own, or do you need to supply work? And how different is real steam from an ideal gas at high pressure? We are going to answer all these questions step by step. Here 6 parts are there. So in that 6 parts we will solve and we will get the answer. So here we will use steam table to look up the values we need. We will use a thermodynamic tool called Gibbs free energy, and we will calculate 6 different things, including how enthalpy changes, how entropy changes, what happened to the internal energy, and how the specific heat Cp and Cv are related for real steam at high pressure. Every step will be explained clearly. If you are a chemical engineering or mechanical engineering student studying thermodynamics, this video is for you. So stay with me. Let's get started. So before solving that problem, we have to list every piece of given data. So here the T is given. T is 400 degrees centigrade. So both states means here constant temperature, and pressure is going up from P1 1 megapascal means 1000 kilopascal to 5 megapascal means 5000 kilopascal, and our steam is 0.4615 kilojoule kg Kelvin. So gas constant from steam. So that is required for part E and F. Extra rows needed from the steam table for part C, E and F, that we'll discuss later. So for that we need that superheated steam at 1 megapascal, 350 degrees centigrade and 450 degrees centigrade to calculate dou V by dou T at constant pressure at 1 megapascal. And another to calculate dou P by dou T at constant V and dou P by dou V at constant T. So at 5 megapascal we need another data. So 5 megapascal 350 degree centigrade steam table data, and 5 megapascal and 450 degree centigrade steam table data. So all values come from the superheated steam table. So this data actually we need to calculate all these 6 parts. Now part A question is using steam table determine H, S and V at state 1 megapascal 400 degree centigrade and state 2 5 megapascal 400 degree centigrade. Now here we have to calculate the specific internal energy. U is equal to H minus PV at both state. Since both state are the same temperature but different pressure, so identify which thermodynamics potential is most natural for this process and write its complete differential from and identify its natural variable. So these are the question. So now which steam table to open and which potential to choose. So both state are superheated. So first T sat at 1 MPa, so that we have to find out. So here from the steam table we will get 179.9 degrees centigrade is the saturation temperature at 1 megapascal, and 5 megapascal that will be 263.9 degrees centigrade. So both are below 400 degrees centigrade because our in this problem, so temperature is 400 degrees centigrade. So both state are superheated, and process is as constant temperature. So I am varying only P. So the natural potential for constant T and P is Gibbs free energy. So that is G is equal to H minus Ts with dG is equal to minus SDT plus VdP. So natural variable here T and P. So now based on that we'll calculate. So first we need that steam table data from the superheated steam table at T is equal to 400 degrees centigrade. So state 1 megapascal and 400 degrees centigrade. So H, S and V we can get from the steam table. And similarly that state 2 5 megapascal and T is equal to 400 degrees centigrade. So we have we can get all this data from the steam table. So H, S and V that we got from the steam table. And extra, so calculate other, that dou P by dou rho. So this value, to calculate this value, so we need all these parameter. Okay, so that is here given here. So and that is 1 megapascal 350 degrees centigrade, so H, and specific volume we need again 1 megapascal 450 degrees centigrade, we need enthalpy and that specific volume. So and for 5 megapascal and 450 degrees centigrade, so we need that similar things, and similarly 5 megapascal and 450 degrees centigrade we need enthalpy and specific volume data. So these are required for solving part C, E and F. Okay, so now first so we have to calculate internal energy. Internal energy is U is equal to H minus PV. So H data we know, P we know, and volume, and that in state that is also we know that specific volume. So from that we plug all this, we'll get U1. Similarly we can also calculate U2. Okay, so again H we know at that state 2, we know that pressure that is 5000, and specific volume we will get from the steam table, so we can easily calculate U2. U2 is here 2907.6 kilojoule per kg. Now step 2 we have to calculate Gibbs free energy. So we know G is equal to H minus Ts. So T is 673.15 Kelvin. So actually that is 400 degrees centigrade. So we can convert to Kelvin. So that is 673.15 Kelvin. So now G is equal to H minus Ts. So G is H1 we know, T we know, S1 we got from the steam table, so we can easily calculate G1. G1 is actually, after plugging all this value, we can easily calculate G1 is equal to minus 1759.7 kilojoule per kg. Similarly we can also calculate G2. G2 will be H2 minus TS2. So we have all this data, again we can calculate that G2. So G2 is minus 1276.5 kilojoule per kg. Now from that 2 G1 and G2 means two state Gibbs free energy, so we can also calculate del G. Del G is G2 minus G1, so that is positive 483.2 kilojoule per kg, that we got. Okay, now part 2 question. So using the steam table values, part A calculate del H, del S, del U and del V between state 1 and state 2. So, and verify del H is equal to del U plus delta of PV, and calculate that Helmholtz free energy change is equal to del U minus T delta S, and comment on the sign of del G and del A. Are they physically reasonable for isothermal compression of the system of the steam? So that we have to tell. Now here that actually batch 3 Q2, so that we already solved in the earlier problem, so you can check that. Okay, so I'm not going. Now here first we have to calculate del H. Del H nothing but H2 minus H1. So we have all this data, so we can easily calculate del H is equal to minus 67.2 kilojoule per kg. Del S we can easily calculate S2 minus S1. So we have all this data from the steam table, we can calculate del S, that is minus 0.8192 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. And del V, V2 minus V1 specific volume change, that we can calculate. Again we have the data from steam table, so we can calculate change of del V, so that is minus 0.24880 meter cube per kg. Now from the part A we got del U, so U2 minus U1, so that we have calculated del U is equal to minus 49.7 kilojoule per kg. Now from here, so the del H is minus 67.2 kilojoule per kg. Now we have to verify by using del H is equal to del U plus delta PV. So now P1 V1 we can calculate. So P1 we know, that is 1000 kilopascal, and V1 we know 0.30661, that is meter cube per kg. So from that we can calculate that P1 V1. Similarly we can calculate P2 V2. Now from that what will be the change of that PV, so that we can calculate. Now from that formula del U plus del PV, that we can calculate, so we got minus 67.2. so earlier del H also 67.2, so you can see, so both are same, consistent. Okay, now we can calculate Helmholtz free energy change. So del A is equal to del U minus T delta S. So all this data we have, so we plug that all this value, and we will get del A is equal to positive 501.8 kilojoule per kg. Okay, so I am not going to that calculation, you can check that. Okay, so we got, in my calculation we got this. Now what will be the physical interpretation of this sign change? So del H is less than 0, so we can del H is negative. Okay, so that enthalpy decrease at higher pressure for a real gas effect. Okay, and del S again less than 0, so entropy decreases as pressure increases at constant temperature. This is physically correct. Compressing steam makes it more ordered. and del G greater than 0 means Gibbs free energy increases. So isothermal compression is non-spontaneous. So work must be supplied to the compressed steam. So that is the physical significance. Another is del A greater than 0. So Helmholtz energy also increase. Again, that is also non-spontaneous at constant temperature and volume as well. Now next question number C. So we know dg is equal to minus s dt plus v into dp. So from the Maxwell relationship, so we will find that dou s by dou p constant T is equal to minus dou v by dou T constant pressure. And from this here 1 megapascal, so we have to calculate the del S entropy change from here. So for that we need 1 megapascal, because here we have to calculate del V by del T. For that we need some intermediate data. Okay, so from that we can do the interpolation and we'll get the dou V by dou T. Okay, so for that we need this value 1 megapascal 350 degree centigrade and 1 megapascal 450 degree centigrade. Okay, and based on that we can calculate. So now here first we have to prove the Maxwell relationship. Okay, so here G is equal to H minus Ts. So dg is equal to dH minus TdS minus SDT. Okay, so now dH is equal to TdS minus VdP. So if I put that, finally we'll get dg is equal to minus SDT plus VdP. So this is exactly differential. From that we can easily get that Maxwell relation. So it is a bookish problem, we can easily get that. So that is dou S by dou P T is equal to minus dou V by dou T constant pressure. So using this Maxwell relationship we have to calculate delta S. Okay, so now here, so for that, so first find out dou V by dou T at constant pressure at 1 megapascal. So for that we need some two different temperature data. Okay, because we have to do interpolation. So from there here, so we need these two data, and then from this interpolation, okay, so dou V by dou T, so we'll get and constant pressure, because this is constant pressure, temperature is different. So based on that we can easily get what will be the slope dou V by dou T at constant pressure. So 4.776 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter cube per kg Kelvin. Okay, so after getting that, so that is here something wrong. So dou V by dou T, so this is dou V by dou T, dou V by dou T constant pressure. So we have to, yes, dou V by dou T constant pressure, we have to put that, so into del P. So based on that, so this is minus, so based on that we can easily calculate what will be the change of entropy. So entropy is change is minus 0.2388 kilojoule per kg. So here entropy is negative, so entropy decreases as pressure increases at constant temperature. So compressing steam makes it more ordered and physically significant. Okay, now problem statement D part. At constant temperature and pressure, which thermodynamics potential determines spontaneity A or G? At constant temperature and volume, which potential governs? Using del G and del G from part A and del A from part B, and demonstrate this distinction clearly for the process state 1 to state 2. So here is the significance. So if del G is equal to 0, so that is equilibrium. Del G less than 0, that is spontaneous. So this process is at constant temperature, G is the correct potential here. And for Helmholtz free energy, again del A is equal to 0 equilibrium, and del A less than 0, that is spontaneous. Okay, so volume change here, so A is less natural for this process. So here you have to remember, so constant temperature pressure use Z, constant temperature and volume use A. Okay, so here our case is constant temperature pressure, temperature is constant, pressure is actually changing. Okay, so we got del G, the positive. So work must be supplied to compressed steam 1 megapascal to 5 megapascal. So this is physically expected. Compression requires energy input. So Gibbs free energy G governs this condition. Now a process is also non-spontaneous at constant temperature and volume. So Helmholtz free energy A governs this condition. So if where condition is something constant temperature and pressure, so del G we have to take, and if it is a temperature and volume constant, so we have to use that del A. Based on that we can easily tell that. Now next question number E, using thermodynamics relation. So that is the relation So based on that, we have to calculate this first, and then we have to calculate this. Okay, so before that, so we have to calculate dou u by dou v at constant temperature. So how will you calculate that? So first we have to calculate dou p by dou t in constant volume, because we know PV is equal to RT. So from that we will get that R by V. So we got that that dou p by dou t constant volume, so that is 7.983 kilopascal that per Kelvin. And from here, if we know this, then we can easily calculate using this formula. We can easily calculate that dou u by dou vt. So we got that is here something, how much we didn't calculate. Okay, so here we have to calculate that. Okay, so that is something 374.8, something like that. Yeah, here. So for state 2 we get 374.8 kilopascal, so that is 0.375 megapascal that we got from internal pressure at state 2. Okay, and internal pressure at state 1, so dou p by dou t in V, so this is that 1.501 kilopascal by Kelvin. So here internal pressure at state 1, so that is 13.1 kilopascal. Okay, so now from this we can say that ideal gas, so any pressure, internal pressure will be 0, ratio to system is actually 0%. That state 1 megapascal, so internal pressure is 13.1 kilopascal, that is 1.3%, and state 2 5 megapascal, internal pressure is 374.8 kilopascal, that is 7.5%. so as that pressure is internal pressure is increasing, so that it is not a ideal gas behavior, it is a real gas behavior. Okay, so that steam behave as a real gas. Now question number F. So Cp minus Cv, we have this equation. Okay, now we have to calculate first dou p by dou t square at constant V. So that already we have calculated in part E, so that is 7.983 kilopascal per Kelvin. Now we have to calculate dou p by dou V at constant temperature, okay, at 40 degree centigrade. So for that we need two pressure at same temperature, 40 degree centigrade. Okay, so we have this steam table data, so from that we can calculate dou p by dou V. Okay, so that is minus 16.077 kilopascal kg per meter cube. I am not going all this, so otherwise it will be very monotonous, so you can do the calculation, and I'll got this the number. Okay, so as negative pressure decreases, volume increases, so physically correct. After getting all this, so if I plug, so we'll get Cp minus Cv, so that is something 2.668 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Ideal case, at any pressure R will be 0.4615, so that is R, but for state 1, okay, so here 1 megapascal, so we got 2.1 into R. Okay, state 2 5 megapascal, Cp minus Cv, that is 2.668, that is 5.8 into R. So at 5 MPa, Cp minus Cv is 5.8 times the ideal gas value. So this shows the strong non-ideal behavior at high pressure, means intermolecular force significantly increase energy storage capacity. Okay, so now we have solved all this part. Now final summary here. Okay, so H, S, V, U, G, so all this summary is here. Okay, so we got that all part answer, and here we use this steam table data to calculate all this variable, all this part. So that's it. Thank you for watching.